And here we go, we have our iPhone 12 Pro Max. So around the box, there isn't much info. Only on the back, you guys will see the serial number and a few other things about it, such as storage size. However, storage doesn't really matter. Now let's just take out this wrap around it. And let's get on to actually taking this top off. And we will notice that with this phone, there's no plastic wrap around it, which used to come with older phones. Now right away, I can tell you that I do like this around it. The color is similar-ish to what you guys see on the camera. It does depend on what monitor you're viewing this, but I can tell you it's a navy blue. Yeah, it's a very, well, it's not a light navy blue, but it's a navy blue. It's got some green in there, but it's a pretty nice color. I'm just gonna put this on the side so you guys can see exactly what's inside the box. And we're gonna see our cable. By the way, there's no wall charger and there is no headsets anymore. However, we still get our manuals plus this guy for our SIM card. Plus, everybody likes these stickers. And that's about it. Now let's take a look at the cable itself. You guys will notice this is a new cable. This is USB-C, and then we have our regular cable. So if you guys would like to plug this into your old chargers, wall chargers, it's not gonna fit because it's not the same thing. So you will need to buy new chargers, and Apple is not providing those, or even the headsets that they used to before. Also want to mention that the iPhones are not getting any cheaper, but Apple is sending less stuff with it, which is pretty disappointing. However, I am glad that they turned into USB-C. That's awesome because all new Macs have USB-C. And right now what you guys are looking at is exactly everything you would get inside the box. And this goes for any iPhone. It doesn't really matter what gigs it has. It doesn't matter what color it is. You guys get the exact same stuff inside the box. So that's the back of that phone. On the front, we're gonna see this cover. It's just some paper that's rubbery-ish. So that's just to protect the screen. Other than that, just by touching this phone, I'm already getting smudges all over it. Don't like that. But hey, my phones always have a cover on anyways, so the covers will keep this clean. However, again, if you guys are not planning to put a cover on this, I would suggest to, because look at the smudges. It already, just by touching it, smudgy, 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 smudgy. And no, I didn't just eat or something like that. Do have my hands clean, not greasy at all. However, smudges throughout. On the back, no. The back actually is pretty good. It's like this matte finish. So I'm actually not even getting smudges on the back, but this chrome look around it, that's where you guys can get smudges on pretty easy. So that's good to know. Now let's do a nice close-up on the lens. You may notice that we have 3 of them. So that's the difference between this and an iPhone 12 mini, for example, or even an iPhone 12. Obviously, there's a lot of technical differences, but I'm just showing you the physical differences between those. Now, if we move on to the side, we're gonna see our power button, and we're just gonna keep flipping this around. There's nothing on the top. And as we keep moving, we're just gonna see some basics, which again, right here, we just have this to put our vibration on and off. So that's to silent our phone, so we want it to make noise when we're in a meeting or in school. And right here we have our volume keys, which are very important. Feel pretty good. And right down here below, that's where our SIM card goes. There are no SD card inserts for iPhones of any type, okay? If you're looking for a model of iPhone that you can expand the memory, doesn't exist, has never existed actually, even with the very first iPhones. Now if we keep moving down, that's where we hook it up to charge it, and the speakers. The screen itself feels pretty much the same as an iPhone 12 or 12 mini. Maybe a little bit more smooth on the sides from what I can notice. And again, I am liking this matte finish because it's not that glass that we would get all smudges all over. And I just want to mention again that the color you guys are seeing on your monitor might be different than what that phone is actually at. So this is a navy blue phone. So it's not a blue phone like you might be seeing on your screen, depending on what screen you guys have. It is a slightly darkish blue that has a hint of red to it, so that makes it that navy blue going to purplish. And that's the best way I can describe the color itself. I know a lot of you are watching this to see what color you should get. And I can tell you the blue matte finish I like. There's not much on the top of the phone itself. You might also notice there's no home buttons anymore, but that has been taken off with newer iPhones, which is a good thing because that's one of the things that used to break pretty frequent with older models. But anyways, that would be it for the unboxing of this particular phone. Now I'm just gonna put the phones together so you guys can see the differences. So again, this is the Pro Max, regular iPhone 12, and that's the mini. So that's the size difference. What I can tell you, the mini feels like an iPhone SE. The 12, well, that one's quite bigger. If I'm comparing with an older model, let's say an iPhone 8, it would be a little bit bigger, quite a bit bigger actually. And then the iPhone 12 Pro Max, which is huge, but it still feels good on my hand. But again, it's a pretty big phone, and with a case, it's gonna be pretty massive to put in your pocket. Now, if we're comparing the finish of the back of all of these, this is a matte finish. This, you can feel the glass, and same goes with this. So you would get smudges on these, but this one you wouldn't notice as much. Scratch wise, I would assume this one would scratch easier because of the matte finish versus these other guys, but we're gonna test that out as well, and I'll let you know in the review. So it's always good, even in just unboxings, to see phones side by side, so that gives you an idea of maybe you're getting the right phone for you or maybe not. So again, this would be the most comfortable to put in your pocket and just carry it around pretty easy because it's pretty small. I don't even want to call it small, I would want to call it normal size. This would be good, still good. It would still fit in your pocket. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just very long. And then this guy, again, would feel okay-ish, but I would not put that in my pocket, especially with a case. It's gonna be very massive. So you gotta really think about that before selecting which iPhone you're going for. And I can tell you that the iPhone 12 Pro, which I don't have right here right now, is about this same size. So it's a size smaller. So once again, make sure to check out the review of each one of these phones and the setup video so you guys can see exactly the differences between these guys and how each one actually works. Now there's one more thing I want to show you guys, is the thickness of each one of these. They're about the same. I wouldn't say one's a lot thicker than the other. They feel about the same and they look about the same. Obviously, once it comes down to cameras, there's a pretty big difference when you're looking at the Pros versus the standard 12s. So once again, this is the Pacific Blue White Product Red, which I'm gonna stress again, this is a very light red. I would say almost pink. This is a nice clean white, which has like a silvery tone to it. And there we have this one, which is a old navy type of blue. But anyways, that would be it for this video. Hopefully this helped you guys out a little bit, at least taking a look at all these phones. If you guys have any questions, comments, you guys can write down here in the comments area. Don't forget to subscribe and rate. Thank you.